We're here at Cookworks with Anna Olson, host of Fresh on the Food Network, and her new cookbook, Back to Baking.
Yes.
So welcome to Vancouver.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, we've brought the sunshine.
I know, thank you.
And when you're here, where do you eat?
Oh, well, I hit a street food just for lunch. I've only been here not even a day. So, what I have to admire is you've got a variety of street food here in Vancouver, because in Toronto we haven't quite got to that.
It gets quite cold in the winter in Toronto.
Yeah, but it's a variety. All we have is hot dogs.
Hot dogs, okay.
Yeah, we haven't expanded beyond that.
We have a little bit more than that in Vancouver.
Yes. So I was with Jeffrey, and he had an albacore tuna melt.
Wow. And it sounds like fresh, local, wild.
It was. Yes, that's what it was, and I had the cod and chips.
Yeah, Chef Josh Wolf did that whole menu, and yeah. Now Niagara, where do you eat there?
At home.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Well, I'm a farmer's market shopper, so I hit the markets.
And there's lots of farmer's markets in Niagara.
Too, so the two of us at home, we just love.
Well, that's a good segue, because you did do a cookbook with your husband, and it was all about entertaining at home.
Yes, that's right.
So what holiday season's coming up? Do you have some tips for, last minute things you should keep in your cupboard? Or just tips for our listeners that might want to put something together quickly for some guests that stop in?
All right. Well, having those little extra condiments, it's a good excuse to go out and pick out the things you might not normally buy, like the pickled onions or special balsamic vinegars, because it's those little accents that will dress up a simple meal.
And just throw together some cheese and...
you can't beat a good cheese platter. And of course, charcuterie is all the rage. So if you find some beautiful sliced meats, that's a great way.
And we've got lots of places in Vancouver that sell amazing charcuterie, so you'll have to check them out. I was just trying some corned beef the other day from Beethoven corned beef, and they're selling it at Save On Meats. It was among the best corned beef I'd had ever at Salt. So.
I did have a bite to eat at Refuel last night, and I saw their charcuterie platter.
And Chef Robert Belcham does an incredible job of
like
nose to tail cooking. That's what he's all about. So with the new book, what inspired you to come up with your 7th cookbook? Is that correct?
This is book number 7, and I have to say I've been thinking about it and stewing about it as long as I've been writing cookbooks, which is over 10 years now.
Okay.
And
7 cookbooks in 10 years, that's pretty...
I'm a chef, but I'm a pastry chef, and I started to become more well-known with Sugar that aired on the Food Network. Then I moved into Fresh, but I have to say, personally, I've missed
doing the pastry stuff.
The baking, and that's what I enjoy talking about the most, and I find I get the most questions about.
Okay.
And I thought that now's the time
to get back
to baking. We should all do that.
It's a difficult thing, finding the time. What about your favorite holiday recipes from the book?
Oh,
I saw gingerbread.
There's a gingerbread house. There's a whole trifle section, and the kind of fruitcakes that you won't just gift, you'll actually eat.
Yes, fruitcake can be a difficult thing.
But I think what's really special when you look at things, the cookies and the squares, and those are the things that
it's just a gorgeous book. The pictures, everything in here is just it's lovely. You've done a great job. What about you personally? Do you have a favorite food or an ingredient to work with?
Oh, that's a tough question, because I'm a seasonally motivated cook.
Okay.
So right now, for me, it's all about apples, pumpkins, and spices.
Okay.
And working into those holiday flavors. So
that sounds like a good muffin. Apples, pumpkin, and spices.
Yeah, in October it's about apple pie and pumpkin pie, but moving into holiday season, it means more the gingerbread,
the spices, and the
melding of the spices.
The cloves and things that sort of remind you of holidays. But things you won't eat.
Oh, there's not a lot I won't eat. Tripe.
Tripe.
Okay. There's no tripe in.
There's no tripe. No, I don't know if you bake. You may bake with suet or other meat products, but probably not cow's stomach.
But in the dessert world, I'd have to say there's nothing I won't. I'm not a lychee fan.
Okay.
That's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
But I'll eat just about everything.
I had a lychee creme caramel.
Oh,
and it didn't have the overwhelming flavor in it, so I did like it. But then again, lychee is something I enjoy, so
But something I think when it comes to picking what you like to bake or baked goods you like to eat, it's very texture based. So you bring up creme brulee. What we love about creme brulee is that contrast between the crack on in and then the rich cream underneath. Then there's cakes with the frostings, or maybe you like a gingerbread cookie that snaps when you bite it, or a shortbread that sort of has a little crispness but then melts away into nothingness. I think when it comes to baking, we respond
Two
to that
textures
texture.
the most.
Yeah.
What about what would you have if it was your last meal?
Oh, I believe it or not, I wouldn't have chocolate.
No?
People
Okay.
think, oh, well, you love baking, you must love chocolate. And I like it, and I like working with it as an ingredient because it can be challenging. So it's fun to master it. But I would have to say, either a very good creme brulee or a beautiful apple pie.
So it's all about desserts.
Yeah.
She really is
Well,
about the baking.
If it's my last meal, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
you're going to have
dessert
something
first.
sweet. Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining us here at Cookworks, and I look forward to delving into your book. I didn't get time to cook from it yet, but I certainly got some inspiration, and I encourage everybody to check out the holiday recipes and catch on to some of Anna's tips for entertaining. So.
The holiday time is a perfect time.
Yeah. So happy holidays and back to baking. Thanks, Anna.
You're welcome.